Hello, my dear Gemini. This is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. Welcome to my channel. I shall be doing a portal as well as a great mirror reading for your situationship in the mid-month of July 2020. Thank you for tuning in. Please relax and clear your mind, if you will. Thank you. Take only what resonates. My my goal is to help bring forth any information that would be useful. Only take the information that you find no question about and use that as confirmation or a way to help free yourself and liberate yourself from any constraints. This is for Gemini, the sign of Gemini. The first portal is now opening. There's a type of victory you're approaching, my dear Gemini. It has to do with the form of justice you've been searching for. There was a time of, before finding this victory, there was a time of delusion, and you had to move about in order to find some form of freedom. There was a challenge that you thought you could not scale. This was a societal challenge in which the foundations that were being created on a passionate level, on one that was based on a huge amount of ego, this had to be cut out in some sort of way in order for you to revive a distant memory. This memory has to do with a type of pain that has been buried. If you can awaken this, there will be a return to a younger form of yourself in which you weren't able to nourish you. This is going in tandem with a great shift, a paradigm shift within the world, in which the patriarchy is essentially having to deal with a way to find proper nourishment in societies and on a social scale, finding a sense of belonging and a sense of well-doing. Okay. Very intense. Now, this is the Great Mirror. That's your energy. This is the object of your affection. That's their energy as well. This is the energy between you. This is the Great Mirror right here. This column. That is the Great Mirror. And your energy is the Nine of Cups as well. That is essentially what you're moving to. There's a need for you to assert your own prowess, and your sense of victory comes from working with your external world and letting structures that need to change fall as you depart on a new journey. Things will become revealed to you, but right for now there is a huge amount of inaction and an inability to find stability in what you do. Your method has been in the past to go to this energy, the object of your affection, to find a transformation, and to point out what was missing or point out some of the deeper aspects of the situation, okay, how things were appearing. The object of your affection is appearing as trying to make a choice and making a choice directly. There's an element that is very surprising to this. Usually they stand at a crossroads between two different passions, and this has to do with the career as well as different options in their situation. But they have clearly made a choice, okay? Now, on the soul level, there is the need to nurture the situation. Usually they do, but much like you guys are mirroring each other, and there is the energy of the Pentacles providing time, energy, resources, promises of some form or another. Pentacles are huge for this person, and they have Malsur. There's something here that has to do with the inability to nourish in a certain way the connection that you share with them. That you represent for them their North Node, and it has to do with the element of work, the Eight of Pentacles. Somehow they want to add to it to provide you some sort of freedom or perhaps subtract from it to provide you with a sense of what was owed. Whatever action they take, there is some form of expectation that you have that is difficult to satiate because you are hardworking in general. In this connection, you are willing to work hard, but they are not willing to put the effort in for the time being. But what is deeply desired between you two and how you both see each other is the Ten of Cups. So there is a sense of community with whatever this person is, this object of your affection, possibly a project even, something that cannot give to you right now, but you are working hard to making sure that some form of community happens with them, communion with them happens, okay? On the conscious level, or subconscious level rather, what they desire is essentially some form of giving on your end, but I think you're busy trying to rest and recharge from the situation. You're trying to give it space and breadth in order to find in solitude some form of great peace. Okay, now it's ironic because the world around us is going through solitude, and it seems to me that you're actually searching for that now. So this could be a new connection, this could be a bit of an older connection, but whatever it is certainly something you're seeking peace from. There's an expectation that they have from you as well as that you have from them that has to do with the Ace of Pentacles, you know, and that's very difficult. Also, the mirror here on the intuitive level, on the magic realm, there is the Three of Pentacles here in the reverse, and the Three of Pentacles is illuminated by the glyph of Venus. So there's something about tending to the sacred fire, also understanding something that has to do with Virgo's energy, the purity of love and the purity of purification through love here and through communities as well as the grand vision. I think both of you want to have an element of relaxation before something new begins, in which you can actually make some form of a plan, but right now there are no plans, and I think both of you have no plans toward each other. However, there's something about a death cycle here, as well as something that you're trying to cut out, as well as you're pointing to something that has to do with some clear and obvious non-committal energies that come from this person, even though they claim to be making a choice towards something, right? That is what I'm saying. Well, that is your one-liner sort of intense reading, but that was a new record of mine. I'm trying to cut down a little bit on the length of certain ones, but as far as advice goes, I'm going to give you a bit of that. Why not? For my Gemini, my dear twin. Okay, as far as your philosophies go, in a time of misery and in a time of despair, it is important that you do not let your inner child out of your field of feminine prowess. There's something about your wisdom that has to do with boundaries and creating boundaries from fields of misery, trying to protect your energy, trying to protect your truth. You are showing up as disempowered when it comes to you giving off your resources through what is expected in the external realm, even though things outside in your reality are essentially going through tremendous amounts of change and restructuring. There's something about you that cannot sacrifice some form to the past. You have to maintain your foothold on what's going on now in order to wait for the right timing so that the elementary forces of the universe will work to your favor. All right. Thank you very much. This is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun signing off. Thank you very much. Bye.